is now live streaming. Okay, loads of speed. Ooh. For a sesh. Ugh, can't get fucking, that's looking good. Kilobyte rate, drop frames, yeah. Excellent connection. Respect that. Don't know if I'm live yet. Oh, I'm actually live. Is this actually gone live already? Hold on. It might be a really random thing where I'll just set up and people have been watching me. Hold on, not yet. I wonder if that is. I hope if I put this on, it will come back. Okay, so maybe I'm just streaming. I had no idea I was on camera. I've obviously set everything up, but I thought I was I thought it was just kind of like preparing it. But I'm coming on for a little impromptu stream, but I'm just trying to get everything set up to work. Let me just see if online I can see myself actually. If I can get on the stream. Oh yeah, it is actually happening. Interesting. So I've just been rambling by myself, but hello everyone. I've got chat open now, so at least I can see what's going on. Cool, let's turn that off. Sound's working. I've just got to do the artwork for this stream, so I might as well just come and show you a bit of my process. These are all the images AI images I've been making. And some of them are so cool, but every now and again, like you just get things that are incredible. So I use Midjourney for all this stuff. I hope the sound's working. If someone can let me know in the chat, that would be amazing. I seem to have a connection on my yeah, cool. It looks like it's all good. So anyway, this is Midjourney I used to make this, and I like upscale the images, but you just get some really crazy things that come out. And I'm looking for whatever one I've done for this stream. See, that's so dope. I've really, oh nice, thanks man. Yeah, this one, like some of them just really pop, and they have this like 3D kind of dimension to them and like more detail. It's almost like every 1 in 20 or every 50 you just get one really amazing image. So this is what I've got, and let's just go put this in Photoshop, and I think I should be able to just do this all while I'm live, and maybe I can just nick like the title from one of these. Here we are. So this is the behind the scenes of what's going on. I can just copy that and go, yeah, cool. Let me drag it. Nice. Let's just call this Saturday live stream. Oh, I've got to make that a little bit bigger. Yeah, man, the images are so cool. I can show you a bit more. I guess like the one thing about Midjourney is everyone's so protective of their prompts, as if they're some amazing artist that's like hiding their secret techniques. But I don't know if I mind showing my stuff too much, but there is a little bit of a skill to it. And I guess you just develop your own unique sort of prompting style and the way you process your images. Like I add lots of textures to my images, obviously upscale them and use like saturation and stuff just to make them like give them that little bit extra. So it's a bit of a thing to do, but I really love it. The thing I like about Midjourney so much, or just AI images, is anything you have in your head. I just want to pull that in. Anything you have in your head, you can just make it. You can bring it to life. So it's almost like your creativity is the only boundary. Grooving in G that stops you from doing stuff. So it's been really fun on my channel coming up with themes, and this is as good as I need it, isn't it? So let's save this. I could have actually made it a tiny bit bigger like that. Cool. Let's save that, and let's just go. I might just save it in here. Sunday live. Nice. Now I can come back to wherever this is, and hopefully I can change. Here we go. Edit. I can change this. Nice. Recent thumbnail. Well, hello everyone. Greetings from South Korea. Kind of a weird stance for something that makes images. Yeah. My audio cuts off for a second every couple of seconds. Could you try playing music real quick? Yeah, they're all AI images. There we go. Oh, that's telling me I've got to make it smaller. I'll kind of start chatting in a bit once I've just done this. Sunday Live 2, I've got to make it a smaller thing. It's telling me it's 3.5 megabytes. That's smaller. Nice. Okay, Sunday Live 2. Cool. So hopefully this will work now. And I can just put that in and save it. Nice. Updating the thumbnail. Perfect. My audio cuts out. I can play music. Let's do this. How is the music and the levels with my voice? Because it says I've got a really good connection today, so I'm hoping it will be pretty solid. This is I've obviously got my Apache and EMU camera over here. I've got my other camera, hopefully for my keyboard, that's going to work as well. Okay, sounds fine. So audio's all good, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, it's saying strong connection for me. I'm not dropping any frames. I think we're good to go. So I can just start rolling with this video. But welcome everyone to the live stream. I am actually uploading a video I just did today. I did the sound effects for. Music a little low. Okay, let's go up with the music. Let's go up like 2 dB. I just finished doing the sound effects for a new video, so that is uploading as we speak. And I've got a couple of hours now till about 6 or 6:30 just to jam out and have fun. So I have no plans for this live stream. I'm just going to make some music. But I have got now using OBS. OBS has got a really good camera app I never realized about, but I can set up all my cameras and kind of link them all into this live stream. So we might process some things in the Apache and the EMU and just kind of explore what's going on, really. I've got to double this up to make that fit. Okay, cool. But essentially what I have to start with this project, just where the idea came from, is a funky drummer break that started off like this, which will be quite quiet for you. I can turn up here as well. So I just got like a chop from the Funky Drummer, but then I've processed it in the EMU by driving the record level and also doing this pitch up and down trick. So maybe I just show you. I do show this in my new video, but maybe because it's just cool to show you the process on this. So hopefully we've got Akai loading up now. Everyone welcome Akai to the live stream. I just been trying to figure out the best kind of workflow for connecting like an M1 Mac to these old hardware samplers, and that's what my video is about. Just working through all the little issues you find yourself having. But probably one of the main things, and I do say at the start of the video, is just resampling is one of the best methods. And what's cool, I've got this set up so I can go into Rec 1, and because I have my monitoring on auto or on, I can essentially turn off the mixer and you'll still be able to hear all this stuff. And I should be able to just play this break. Maybe not. Why is that not playing? Okay, so I need to play... Interesting. That's obviously playing there. Oh, I need to go into Rec 2. That's what I need to do. Cool. Right, so what you're hearing now is the audio come directly out of the Akai. Now, what's cool of this though is I can sort of drive this record level and hear how I'm saturating this break by kind of hitting it in. And if I go on this really extreme record gain and crank it up, so you can really smash stuff up. But you can hear it all live, which is really great for resampling. So maybe we'll just go like a little crank. And then I'm going to just turn up this time here to about 5 seconds. And what I also want to do, that's normal, is play this break at double speed. So hopefully you can all hear all this stuff coming through. I've routed the output of my mixer to my OBS, so hopefully that's all good. And I've got to change this. One thing I've got to do is change this input level to like -60, just so it catches it as soon as I play it. Okay, cool. Nice. So we're in the Akai. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter. It has that bit of silence at the start, and the easiest thing to probably do is just to go into the program, assign this. This will be under pulse now, and then I can go into sample 2 and just make it -12. So now if I turn this up a bit more so you guys can hear, turn that up a bit more as well. Nice. So we've got that break, which I have basically done that pitch up and down trick, the sample rate reduction trick, and I've done a bit of gain clipping on the way to the EMU, to the Akai, sorry. And then in Renoise, I can come in and go. Oh, I've got to set my. Hopefully this doesn't mess up. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. I thought that might mess things up. What's happened here? Yeah, got good connection. So the mic is back on and the audio is back on. Oh no, Renoise quit on me. Something was always going to go wrong there. So I think it's having problems. I'll recover the document. It's having problems because I'm like messing with all my inputs of my audio interface and things like that. I've also created aggregate device. I'm just winging it really. I don't know where that voice cut out from, but I can save this. Funky drum Apache replace. Cool. That's now not coming out of my task cam. Jesus Christ. M2. Task cam output. Why won't that record? It's this interface. It's so tricky. Every time you try and do one of these things. There you go. Is this going to work for me now? I think I'm all good. I've got my mic going and task cam's now going. So I don't know how much of that you could hear, but I was just showing you the difference between the break unprocessed, which was this version, and this. If you look at the peak level, it's basically hitting like the top of this, like the waveform here is hitting the top. So it's essentially at 0 dB. This waveform here, and this one is also, it's not even hitting as high as the other one. So this one has the same peak value as this break, but it's way more crunchy, which is just allows you to mix your track a little bit easier later on. You don't have to do so much limiting and all these things when you just got a really powerful break to begin with. Yeah, all good. So I think we should be good now. So maybe we'll just start producing, and I've got this break. So I had to kind of do a little bit of messing around to get it to roll nicely, but I wonder if I can go down to 4 lines per beat, which I usually like to work at, and shrink it, and if it's still going to sound good. It's so annoying the way it doesn't really like doing it. I guess I could render it and chop it in a longer way. It's got no processing on this channel, and then sort of chop it alike. It's got a kick, snare. I've got to go up. Let's go to this to C3. Nice. Down with this. Nice. It's got a good shuffle on this. That's what I was trying to keep. The shuffle's a bit not quantized, and I didn't want to mess that up. I'm going to have to at some point have if I put the slice markers there, yeah, maybe one more there. I can offset the slice markers a bit. It'll help me get through this. Cool. This is actually a good break, isn't it? You can just hear. And now I can go back to 4. So I want it to go like. I want it to have maybe a hat. Is there a hat anywhere? Oh, it's this, isn't it? Oh, okay, let's do that. Let's just do this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I want to get that really rolling, but I'm trying to get a single kick out of it. It almost wants to like go like that, maybe. Yeah, cool. Yeah. interesting. So it wants to be like doom da doom. Yeah. This bit. Let's chop this bit. Like there. It's not as nice as this shuffle, is it? Let's copy this down. Okay, so it's a little bit scrappy still. It's just a little bit too not rolling nicely enough. Maybe so. It's got. Oh, maybe I use a reverse command. Would be cool. Like here. This. Yeah, and then maybe backwards and forwards. So this is a really good thing. I was trying to create a bit of space after this kick, and I didn't really have an ingredient in the break to do it, but you can do these like forward reverses. Yeah, this one wants to come here, but maybe one of this later. Yeah, cool. Maybe cut that one. Let's just keep it simple. And then go this one. Maybe I can do some more reverses. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we can go with a double kick. Maybe like a cut command would maybe be better. COB. One other thing you can do is make like a reverb kick. Is something I do a lot to get me around this problem. When I've just got a break that doesn't have like a single kick in, put it on a new channel, and I made this preset where I just go mono. It's basically just a mono reverb. So I put in the stereo width from this plugin. And it's just about filling some of that like dead digital silence with a drum. Reverb kick. Cool. I can probably get rid of some of this. Let's get this. That one. That wants to be there, doesn't it? Yeah, and then make it louder. Nice, sick. Maybe we do the same while I'm here with this snare to give me some snare variations as well. Where's this break? Let's get this. I want to go here. Yeah, and just put this in. Cool. The good thing about having these on their own tracks as well is you can gate them. You can choose whether you want to gate them, whereas with you've got just a reverb plugin, it always just rings out. But having a gated snare or the able to control it in a gated way is always really cool. Reverb. I should type in reverb. So I think we're good. Welcome, Vilo. We've got you come at the right time because I seem to have got no problems in this stream. My connection's good, and I've managed to fix the audio stuff. So welcome everyone that's jumping in. Hope you're all having a good weekend. Yeah, man, jumping later, all good. Yeah, this one wants to be like this. That's too loud there, isn't it? -6 maybe. That's cool. So what you can do when you have a reverb snare is you can put it on a channel next to it, and then it's going to ring on, because these channels in Renoise are all monophonic. But so I can choose if I want this snare to ring out, I just put it on the next note channel. But if I want it to gate, I can chuck it on the channel with all the other notes. Nice. So that's given it just enough variation for that pattern. Let's go to a new one now. And we're sort of beginning to go. So it doesn't want to go. Let's just listen. Yeah, it almost just starts to do the same thing again. I could do this trick twice. And I've also got this snare on its own track now, so I can pitch it up and down. Nice, that's sounding pretty tight, isn't it? Maybe this last snare wants to be a oh, thanks man. Yeah, filling that gap at the end of the bar. Okay, cool. No, it's just this last. Maybe just not too, maybe more like a roll like this. Yeah, that was tight, wasn't it? Like that. Yo. A general rule I have in Renoise is if I put two notes of the same instrument or same drum type next to each other, I always try and tweak the velocities a little bit. And I also have this half-time at Wembley, so popped in to say love your vids. Thank you, my man. Ogenic, I appreciate that. Yeah, catch up later. I'm missing the game, obviously. I'm not the biggest football fan, which is crazy being English, but I loved watching the Euros. Actually, that was big for me. But I kind of tune in on the big games, and I don't really have a club I support. But good luck to whichever team you're watching. Yeah, another really sick trick I've been doing recently is to go and do like velocity to filter mapping. So you can go and put a filter on, high pass or low pass filter, take the resonance off and go on velocity tracking. So the lower velocities, the less filtering that's going to happen. And then if I duplicate these two patterns again and come and do like a filter trick at the end of this one. So it almost wants to be like the inverse of that, does it? Okay, hold on, that's one recently. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. And then maybe go from like 1 upwards, interpolate them. Cool, now we have this set up. We can play with this a bit. Nice. Yeah, interesting. And maybe the whoa, that was okay. It's looping up to the rest of it. Okay, cool. So let's try this. Is it? Maybe I can do something. I want a little edit here. Or like that. What's this one? Like these are cool. Yeah. Yo. There. It's just playing with the tones of those snares, isn't it? Nice. So one thing I think this break is lacking, just to move on from this idea, is a big kick drum. And I have this playlist I made on Audio Finder, which is essentially like all my favorite drum layers somewhere here in this library under this. Here we go. So I have this thing called like D&B drum hit layers, where I've just taken loads of individual hits from all my favorite breaks. But this is a good one. This flow. I wonder if that would be cool on my track. Maybe we resample this into Apache. So if I come back in here, into edit sample, record to, I don't need that long for this. So that's got input monitoring turned on, which we're hearing it. Give it a bit of beef. Cool. Interesting. So that's come out real chunky out of there, but well, let's just take this one in for now, and then I'll record another one in maybe in a second. Inputs from the main outputs, and cool. So we have a real beefed up snare at the Akai, but it might be overly distorted this. We'll have to see. A verb track, we'll just leave that as it is for now. Maybe create a new one for a kick. So, oh yeah, this is white. Got to turn that back on. Nice. Aha. So I've got another. There's another one here. Maybe here. There. There you go. So I've got to copy these, like, gain's a bit mad. I don't mind it though. Maybe if I make it mono completely as well. We could filter it potentially. Hate it, you know, it's kind of not necessarily the wrong. Yeah, so this one goes. So I think this kick is too mad that I've recycled through. I've gone too high on the record level, so I can just go hit that. That's less, isn't it? Maybe a little bit less again. Cool. Start. Nice. So we've got a little bit of Akai on there without too much. Maybe I can use that distorted one another point in this. Let's get this going. Nice. So a cool thing to change all of these is just this thing called the instrument number tool, which will be in my tool browser somewhere. Instrument number tool in here. I can't see it, but it's in there somewhere. Anyway, all you can do is, convert instrument number is what it is. So I can just press, I have assigned it to this hotkey, which is number 9 on my keyboard. And it will just change all of the selected notes to go to the instrument I've got selected in the instruments tab. So I can very easily now just like ping down the patterns also and change all of these to fit. Okay, better. Do I want to pitch it? Yeah. Nice. Nice. I like that break as a good starting point. Now I want to make a pad, and one thing I love to do with pads in Renoise, which is such a bit of a cheeky thing. Actually, using my own sample packs a lot, I do this with. These jungle ones are good. There's a couple in here that I use all the time. There's a wave. This one, the Wave Station Smooth pad, is a good one. Cool. So let's get a bit of release going. What I often find with these pads is you need to layer them a little bit. Sometimes you need some fizzing or some noise, and a good way is just to have in Renoise, like have one sample of a pad here and go. So this one's got like a good mid-range and has got a good fizz, but I can maybe use that one. Could be they're all kind of useful here. Yeah, this is going because it's got all those things going on. So I should be able to just drag this in. Sometimes I get these weird things where it wants me to do that. Okay, and then I just need to figure out what key. I've already told it. So one's A minor, one's F minor. So from A to F, I just got to go 1, 2, 3, 4 down with this one. So now they're playing the same notes, but what I've got to do is really space them out a little bit and assign this second one. Let's just have the second one operating in the high frequencies. And this digital filter also has these Chevy Chev. Yeah, love a bit of fizz. Oh, hello samplers. I've actually mentioned you a few times in my most recent video and gave your channel a shout out. So thank you very much. For helping me the other day with Apache Util. I gave it a crack in my video. It didn't actually. I ran into the same problem last time that we had, where I couldn't get that program file to transfer over. So I don't know what was going on there, but I've got it in the video anyway, so people can see me failing at trying to use Apache Util and do a bit of scripting, which I'm terrible at. But Samplers was very happy to help me. Curious to why you're on Renoise versus something like Ableton. Well, Renoise. You know, I started on Logic, and then I could never finish music after like maybe 5 years of trying to do music production. I was just making terrible songs, and I was like, I need to try something new and to get out of all these bad habits I've obviously got myself in. And I just found Renoise and started. I'm a bit more of a computer nerd than I am a musician. And I started using it and really fell in love with it. And now, probably the main reason I love it is because the workflow is so fun. It's such a creative door. Like, you always find yourself doing some mad, interesting techniques in here. But also, you use the keyboard so much more than, like, Logic is so clicky with the mouse. And I know everyone loves Ableton. I think the only reason I don't use Ableton is just out of principle at this point, because everyone else is using it. But undoubtedly, it's an amazing program. So that's my little ramble about that. But this Chevy Chev filter, Can you hear? You kind of catch all these nice resonances as you sweep around. So that's exactly what we're going to do, and go and sweep it with a cutoff frequency. Not that, no, the digital filter cutoff. So low frequency level, maybe like 96. Oh, that's magic, how it goes through all those sprinkles. I actually really like that. So I'm playing up here, and I'm just going to play... Another thing we can do, so what the problem with these pads, another thing is, I did a bit of this in my music theory video, but you can play sort of root 4th and 5th, and it doesn't really matter if the notes, because I've got a bit of release on this amp envelope, it doesn't really matter if the sort of tails cross over, because the harmonies of all those essentially parallel chords work together. But if you start playing like... They sound weird, just the bit where the release is happening. And what you can do is select both these things and put them on a mute group. And then you can have a release, but when you trigger them again, you can do these proper like... Just play all over the place, really, which makes it very difficult to put a bass line in. Yeah, the sprinkles are what it's all about. It makes it difficult to put a bass line in if you go too crazy with the music theory, so I might not... I just want like a flowing pad. Maybe lower. Interesting. One thing I've got to do is get some ping pong loops going, I think. Is the one thing that's causing me a few problems here. This kind of music takes me back to the Dreamcast of a teenager. Yeah, let's go. I'm actually thinking about doing one of those PlayStation jungle vids for a new video as well. I've got so many ideas lined up for videos these days. I just don't know where to put my time sometimes. But I love things with like a fun theme. So doing the June one or whatever it is was really interesting. And the Amigo one's really fun. So I'm going to try and do something with like a cool theme next, I think is my idea anyway. Yeah, that's nice. Like, that's a 7 semitones down. Maybe I can do something interesting from here. Okay. A lot longer. That gives me a lot of space to mess around with like the harmonies, and let's just record that in and go simple in the beginning. Oh, I need to go put that on. So one thing I could have done here at the end, greetings from Argentina, much love back to you, brother. Oh, let's go up, maybe like an octave there. Oh yeah, maybe even an octave, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll tell you what I can do. I don't want to ruin too much of the screen actually, so I'll just leave it as it is. But I was going to try and show you my keyboard, but I haven't really got much space. interesting that this note almost wants to like, so it wants to sort of shimmer off. I'll tell you what I could do here is if I just muted this and just resample this with a shimmer on it. Whoa, like this. This is such a good plugin. Turning the mod depth down as well. That does like pitch movement that I don't really want on this. I just want it to be like that. Resample. So I've also mapped here that what I did there is like track, render to sample. I've mapped it to numpad 4, so I can just bang that and get this out. Now the one thing is that it's kind of, oh, it's because it's on a loop. Right, so then we can come back here, put this back in, and then I will be able to get this is this playing this note? Yeah, I like it. It just wants to be, I want to control it with like an amp envelope. Decay maybe. That's cool. Kind of want it like smoothing that transition into the next. Maybe didn't want this quite yet. It's so interesting. That nearly sounds amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, I want to see you apart from such using a synth and getting ready for a production like this. Yeah, do you know what I do? I use the digitone a lot to make my pads these days, and a lot of the time I would like resample, just like I did in this one. I would just take a whole bunch of samples I've made in the past and combine them to make a new pad, which is almost a better method for me. It's definitely a quicker way of getting to like a really interesting place, and always doing like with the pads, the most important thing is to have some of this movement going on, whether it's like phasing or this is essentially like a resonant filter sweeping. That stuff just makes all the difference. Can you throw a wheel up siren in this track? Yeah, I probably have like a I wonder if I can just type siren and then siren in this. I know there is one in like one of the jungle. That's like a proper air raid siren. I know there'll be one in this. I guess that's not bad, is it? That's one of the... I tell you what, I think if I type in wheel up, I feel like I even remember saving one of these. Yeah, okay, that's what we're talking about, isn't it? See, I know what you meant when you said wheel up siren. It wasn't a an air raid siren. It was a... And let's go... Let's put this on delay. Dotted 8th note delay is the one. Ping pong maybe. Cool. Yeah, maybe. Okay, that's cool. Now I've got this. Now I've got this wheel up siren. Let's do something interesting with it. What I love to do. This is a really interesting waveform. One thing you could do is you could loop this, and I can see like that's like one cycle, isn't it, of the loop. Maybe it wants to go from something like there. If I put a snap on it, might stop me getting clicks and pops. Cool, so once you have this locked in, going and putting like a pitch envelope on really long time and just going high to low. It's dope, innit? So let's maybe do that. And I can also, something like that, you probably want to make it, even that was really sick. Just to, we'll leave that. I might colour that a different colour. That was a good idea, the wheel up siren. And then at the end of the block here, yeah, it's such a good technique. I do this, like you can do, once you've set up this chain. So a while ago I made all of these dub effects, which is another sample pack I did, just doing like loads loads and loads like this. And so now whenever I want to do dub effects, I just bring these in. What I would actually do is like take one of these, take this noise, take this dub effect, delete it, put it in this one that's already got the pitch movement in, and then just put a loop on it. It's just instant like magic for doing your effects. That's probably a bit loud, that one, but it's a real easy technique, this. You get really nice like clean watery sounds that way, because dub effects are actually quite hard to. Yeah, right, hold on, that wants to like maybe fade, doesn't it? Just this end. While I'm on it, this is a dub effects. Whilst I'm showing you these cool techniques, what you can also do when you've got these this like looping pitch thing going on, always through a delay, is take like one of these, maybe even this reverb snare, and that's my girlfriend's coming to the chat. Just send me a love heart. Not put me off. Okay, let's go. Dub effects. Forwards loop. So you can do this with like snares and stuff as well, especially if I get rid of all this tail. Which always sound cool. What I want is like, this is effects delay, and then I also want one with a filter on it, and these have to be yellow because your effects are always in yellow. And if I put a filter on that, this will be cool. It just wants to be high passed. Nice. I use H delay, which is by Waves. I don't use many Waves plugins, and I've kind of stopped using it. It's so annoying. You have to upgrade and like pay for a huge upgrade of them. So I gave up using almost all of them until quite recently. But this one I love. A really good alternative for delays is this one called Delay. This is a free plugin that's like does very similar things to H delay, but I just know H delay really well, and you just get used to using like one plugin. So I pretty much use this for all my delays unless I'm doing really experimental stuff. I like those effects. I also think I want to go and do like an amen section in here, because I just think it will sound cool, and I might just take like an amen that I've done before. I've done a lot of amen processing. I have this thing I've been working on, music, digitax samples, and what BPM am I actually? I haven't even looked. 155. Oh, so I'm really slow. I didn't even know what I was at. That's the tip on that. I mostly like stock Renoise effects. I like the stock Renoise effects. I love the filters. I use the things like the chorus and the flanger. I think the delay, the stock delay in Renoise is pretty terrible. It's just not. It's a bit counterintuitive. So I try and not use that, just because it makes my brain have to think about what I'm doing. I just want to be able to like set it to a dotted eighth note and be done with it. So I might have to do an amen from scratch, only because I haven't got one at 150. I didn't realize it was such a slow speed, but that's why the breaks are sounding kind of cool. Anyway, maybe this is a good thing to go through. So let's go find amen. I have this whole folder full of amens, and I have a mono original from my vinyl record that's back there somewhere. Cool. Amen. Let's go new. So I'm gonna have to process this myself now. I almost want to take it through the Apache again. So it just sounds like whatever at the moment. Do we want to go through the Apache? Maybe we do. Maybe it's a fun thing to do. Everyone can see the Apache. Nice. So recording through the Apache again. Record 2. So why am I not? I've got to go edit. Chord 2. And we're going to go and pitch this up now as well. That's what it's going to sound like. Well, I'm on 2 seconds, cool. Okay, let's go on. Nice. Edit program, key group, sample 1. I might be able to just swap this out for oh, it might be. I mean, it's come out real crunchy, but I think I can probably just work with it anyway. I don't know if it bothers me too much having it really crunchy. Let's go main out. Yeah, damn right, amen to that. Nothing wrong with about an amen. Some people complain to me, they're like, they write on my videos that they hate the amen break and it's overused, but I kind of love it still. It's just a fun break to work with. And I might do like a choppy, like a gated amen, and like cut it and then pull in the decay and make it real shuffly. This is like, as much as I enjoy working with breaks, chopping them is something you spend unreal amounts of time doing in your life. And there's no real way around it. I know people use automatic things, but the one in Renoise isn't so good. So you just got to get quick at spamming out them. Cool. So let's go and pitch it up instantly to like 4 semitones as well. And I've got this. Oh yeah, I've got to turn my channel back on. Okay, so I've got the pads going still. Maybe I'll bring this back just for some height, this delayed bit here. And this can chop off. And let's go like this. So I'm getting a bit of like, I want it to be gated. But I also want it to flow nicely. One thing is like, digger. And it's always, yeah. Where is this? That's the hat. Let's also go and maybe assign this to a macro so I can control these things a bit more freely. Decay, I go 2 seconds, 20 milliseconds. Pitch on here, and then from in this window I can just go macro and I can go and control. Cool. I just smashed it a little bit hard in that thing, annoyingly. It makes it a little bit sort of degraded. Okay. So that's such a simple pattern. So I want to go like like this. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Maybe to like the crash. Oh, like that. Cool. Yeah, it's like the almost go maybe like that. There. Like here. One more down. Yeah. Like put some of these in. Yeah, some EQ on this is like huge on this Amen, because I've definitely crunched it up too much, but I can rescue it, I think, a little bit by pulling out. One thing I could also do is try and bring back this kick. Yeah, let's get this rolling a bit more. Maybe it is good having its own. Okay, that's an idea for later. Maybe the second bit I can do like a different version of the Amen. Yeah, a really good plugin I like using a lot for processing these days is this one as well. I'm on the kick channel though. Let's delete this off and go on this Amen. Let's make the Amen blue maybe, and paste this in. It's this plugin where you just boost like the high end or the low end, and it's so easy to hear if it wants more brightness or not. Okay, getting a better tone out of this Amen now. That would be cool. So a really good trick here in Renoise, if you want to do complex modulation sometimes, like this one, I probably want to start this one here maybe. So I obviously want to assign this LFO to instrument macros to pitch, and I want to reset it. Who makes the politics? I think it's UAD that make it, and I got it, I think it was maybe about 50 quid or something. It's one of those ones I've ummed and ahed about for ages, but it's just really handy. Sometimes you think like, do I want to make what I want to do with EQ, and then you just come in this one, you're like, oh, I need more bass, or oh, I need more top end. It's a really easy thought process, rather than like in here I was kind of messing around trying to find something to make it sound good. I just find sometimes it's a bit easier in a plugin like that. Like I love working on a mixer and just pulling up the high end or pulling up the mids or something. Anyway, so this one I can go custom one shot on this. So I want it to start at its original pitch and go down from there. And then like and that sort, and then sort of come back to where it's reset. So I only want it to be 32 long. Nice. Dun, 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 like a pattern. It's all about working these fill sections. Is this the Amen? Yeah, so maybe I'll just call this Amen bounce. And yeah, okay, make it a bit longer. Bum bum, like that. I want it to be, maybe it's like this. Yeah, okay. I can put a shuffle in here. I want to be like ba-bam, 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 but I can't quite work out. Nice. Maybe I can do one more there. Still like the way these breaks sort of hit. Time for a bass line, maybe. Time for a bass line. Let's go. I was working, made some good basses recently, like just patches, and I just saved them all as WAVs in my bass, sub bass. I have this kind of Jubei-esque one. Here we go. That's real dirty, isn't it? Maybe this one. Bass. Cool. I don't know what sort of key this pad's in either. It might help me at this point. So let's go mixed in key and just figure things out quickly. E minor. We don't mind E minor. Okay. What is the bass? What is this? Oh. It says it's hard to know. It's got a real good energy, this bass, but maybe it's just not a bit ambiguous in its pitch. I have a good, I'll tell you what, if I have my, this is a good bass, D flat minor, so I can pitch it down one more semitone. That's nearly something, isn't it? Let's put this on. Let's go here. It's something more like it doesn't sort of resonate really well with this pad, but maybe it's because it's not playing quite the right note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Weird. Maybe it wants to be up there. Yeah. One thing about basses is I've been having quite good ones recently. Like if I start with bass early and really focus on bass, it's like the core thing, I have more success with it. When you come in later, it's actually way harder. So I like doing this with bass as well, where you can put it on a mute group and add some sustain. I like that instantly. Okay. Like it gets a bit boring. nicer doing that. Dun, 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 dun. And the one thing about this bass, maybe it would be better as a sustained sound. And maybe this one would work as well. If I go down to, let's try it with this bass. That's a better sound, isn't it? That's a better sound. So swap in for this bass, which is my other favourite bass. Got a bit of a kick at the start, but I don't know if I want it necessarily, just because I've got a real strong kick drum in this. I could just get rid of it. There's a problem here with the bass notes. This one. So there's some things happening. Maybe a vocal from somewhere. Let's go have a look at these samples. I don't know that. I'll just like ring shit in. Let's go samples. And let's go filter. It's quite nice actually having a more chilled live stream. Like every other time I've done it with Alex from Human Synthetics, there's been so much pressure on it within like making a track within a certain time frame and like just the whole promoting it and everything. It's actually more fun just kind of jumping on and streaming in some ways than having kind of the pressure from that. Okay, interesting. Let's go. So what I do a lot is just like picking out samples, and I'm in B minor. And it's giving me like a weird major minor sample. It's not really sure what it's doing. It thinks it's E minor. So from E minor to B, I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 1, 2, 3. So I essentially need to go 2 up. Go over the Apache break. Yeah, the Apache break is a tough one actually. I've never gone that into it. I've used it in a few tracks, but I've never really tried to break down what it is. It has a really good snare. I think also possibly monoing it can be a big help with a break like that. But I mean, I could try and use an Apache as well in this track. I wonder if this is going to fit. Definitely just like low and level, so we can't really hear what's going on, but if I pump it, it's not really the right sample, is it? That's cool. Maybe we can use that. Not quite the right key, but it's actually not a bad thing. Why do I want this open? Thinking D flat, maybe if I go down, that's actually maybe B minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't have to do it in the track. I was just thinking it might actually be cool in this. Sometimes it's fun when people just suggest things to you when you're producing to give it a go. This sample's nearly working, this vocal. I say what would be cool actually, maybe not to use the whole Apache, but if I come up and just use the snare, it's a good one to throw in. Where are all my breaks? I've definitely whizzed past them somewhere. Yeah, okay. In classics, Apache. Yeah. Just taking, maybe take the one snare out of the Apache, come in, get rid of that, get rid of that. It actually sounded kind of cool on this channel already, didn't it? Apache. I wonder if it wants, and doing, yeah, you can either pan these, which do sound really good, like loop. One thing is you can see that this is a 16th note. This 1.1 marker here tells me that this loop is exactly a 16th note, and if I use the looping function here rather than re-triggering it in the pattern, I can put a panner on, maybe a bit quicker in frequency, maybe not, and it definitely wants to sweep up with like an envelope, do you think, like over time? Okay, I don't want sustain on. And actually the thing that's making it weird there is the reverb. Oh, that doesn't want to have that. Ah, it's getting some interesting phasing. What happens if I put it on? That's really interesting. It probably wants to go, can I loop this? Yeah. And see, it doesn't want to necessarily, it's actually pretty hard. I don't want to loop the, I want to loop the panning. I guess the panning is looping. I think it's just sounding weird when I put the delay on. Yeah, definitely. The problem is it's like, why is it? Oh, it's because it starts too low. That's not terrible, isn't it? There you go. That's not bad. It almost wanted like a bit of release on that. I'll just delete this tag. Yeah, Renoise is just the funnest. Yeah, okay. It's got to be a bit quicker. Yeah, okay. Got it, finally. So you really have to fine tune some effects. Renoise is just creative, like that's, it's just weird working with samples in this way. I just feel like something different happens in your brain when you work in Renoise to when you do stuff in a DAW like Logic, where you just have to listen so much more and fine tune things like with all the parameters you have access to, whereas in other DAWs it's just so much more visual, like in Logic. Yeah, the Apache snare is cool. I wonder if I could do like a variation Apache 2 of that snare and have this one do some pitch movement. Now the one thing about doing pitch movement is it's going to affect the repetitions because it's going to essentially speed it up or speed it down, but I wonder if you like do it in the right way, it would sound cool. Let's go down here, or okay, this one can come up here, and then this one, let's try this. Greetings from Oakland. See, hey, I've been trying to graduate from a polygon tracker to Renoise, and your tutorials have been massively helpful. Thank you for what you do. Yeah, man. Glad to hear that. And I actually did something quite similar. I bought a polygon tracker at one stage as I was getting into Renoise, and I tried to love the polygon tracker. I found it quite satisfying. The wheel is quite a fun device to use, but Renoise is just so much more powerful, and I get to the things I'm trying to do. you know, when you have an idea in your head, you want to be able to kind of bring that to life pretty quickly. And Renoise is really good for that. Whereas I always found the Pollen Tracker, I just could never quite do it the way I wanted. I was always a bit restricted. And Renoise, in some ways, when you get really good with the workflow and the keyboard and all the hotkeys, and it actually feels a little bit like working with hardware. So yeah, I'm a big Renoise fan over here, but glad my videos have been helping you anyway. I'm trying to get this. I see. So it's sort of just going too low on this modulation and also too quick. That could be cool. I don't know if it wants to go down. I just don't know if that was something cool or not. It's almost too much is going on with there, isn't it? But maybe if you just go down. Maybe. That's cool. Nice. So we've got this. Definitely needs a vocal. That's too loud, that wheel up sample. Also, could it be put that in the filtered one? Yeah, it just sounds better over there, doesn't it? Often just high pass filtering effects out of the way a bit. So let's go like da da, like there. Oh, from France. It's so cool, man. Everyone from like all around the world hopping on the stream. That's what I love about the internet, really. I actually quite like this vocal now I've come back to it. Oh, it sounds good, this one. It wants to go a bit longer. A bit more release, maybe? Oh, it's a really crazy effect. I'm trying to drag, maybe I'll go like 350 it all. I don't know. I'd love to see a major Renoise update soon. Did you get your hands on the Dirty Wave M8? I've actually never used the M8, only because I feel it's quite like in your hands like this, and it's almost like using a mobile phone or a Game Boy. But I think my hands will start hurting. Like, I spend so much time at a computer doing all the animation editing and all these other things I do, that if I have to use my hands like this, I think it would be the end of me. So I've never given the M8 a go, but I really like the look of it, and the sound of it is dope. It's one of those things I'm always like looking at videos of, but I think I'll never probably dive into it. But yeah, I think we'd all love a Renoise update. There's some things I've been dying for, like being able to modulate the start endpoints of loops and just little things as well. Like every time you load a filter, it comes up with the resonance at 50%, which is so, and you can't change the default. I think you can come in here and save presets as, but I can't write over what the default is. So it does annoy me having to always pull the filter off. It's just like silly things like that wind you up in programs in it. I want this noise to have a release, but I'm doing something wrong in here. I don't use this volume envelope that much, but it's almost like doing this is giving it less release. Yeah, okay. So I don't want the pitch. Yeah, to go back up. Yeah, okay, I've got it finally. Loud. I DJ. I actually had to stop. I used to DJ all the time, and I've been doing a little bit more recently, but I've had some hearing problem and I can't really go raving anymore. I can't listen to loud music, so I'm strictly a producer these days. But I did it for kind of maybe 5 or 6 years, all the time, when I was like 21, and I haven't really been able to get back into it. Just kind of smoked my hearing a little bit, which I feel a lot of us probably experience. I like that. Maybe this goes as sample one of my packs. That bass is a bit loud. I wonder if like the mix. Yeah, they're so that's going to ring out a little bit better. Hear it sort of poking through. I think I do got to get rid of this kick at the start of it. Just a bit. I can have it up in the mix a bit more. It's not like punching. Okay, so these are some interesting sections now. I wonder if I come all the way down to somewhere like this, I can just cut this out in this bit and do like a sort of affected funk effects break layer. I want to hear the bass glide. I almost want to hear the bass glide as well. I think that's quite a good idea. Hold on, let me just do this one little bit. Is this a... Okay, so if I go and put this on here and I can go like this. And then digga-dung-dung. I want to go and do a break swap, but then put this break on this layer, chop this. Rather than chop this, maybe I just use the X command so I can see it in there. Yeah, da-da-da. Yeah, like that. Like this one. Yeah, nice. And have these little flip sections. So this is cool here. This could also be cool here. And then in this one, we could do, I've got this other new mixer. I can't even really show this on my stream without ruining my Apache camera. But maybe I can show you a little bit if I just move this around. What's going on. Come up here and have a look. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, we're a little bit bent over there. This is cool, isn't it? Now that we've got all these cameras going. Right, so this is the Boss mixer I bought quite recently for that Dillinger tutorial. And I can route everything through it, sort of. And make it distort things in a really interesting way. If you really drive sounds through. I've got to remember how I've been doing this. So it's on channels 5 and 6. Hold on, let's just have this looped up. So I need to send it. I think I send it out. You can see my mixer a little bit as well there. Oh yeah, I've got to loop up this bit. Okay, this bit here, down here. Cool. So it goes out 5 and 6 now. 5 and 6 want to be going out the main. Damn, I've really thrown myself in it here by trying to get this routing going, which I haven't done for ages. But oh yeah, I'm getting signal. So the one thing is I haven't routed it back out. Now, why is that? Okay, now we've got some little, you guys can hear this. So what I can do is essentially turn down the master level. And you can see it's like clipping on these meters now. So get it even lower. And then I can drive the sound even more, which is sounding quite radical there at the moment. But it's, maybe I give it some bass. Okay, I don't hate this. I don't hate what's happening. Now I have to record this sound, and it's coming into 5 and 6. So if I just go into 5 and 6 now, I can go on pattern mode, start. It's interesting when you put, I didn't even know when you put a loop on and you go into pattern mode, it will just take the loop. Okay, so now I have that resampled slammed break. I've got a little bit of weird latency in there as well. But you can get quite a good resampling workflow with like all of these devices actually. So I've slowly been figuring it out, but it does hurt your brain every time you try and do it. So now I've got to go just this out normally and come back to a normal level. Cool. Let's go a new track. And then I have this one. This is the resampled break. And maybe I filter it with like an RX 950. That's cool, isn't it? Let's go LFO, and that's it. That's all I need. And I need to just reset the LFO here. Target RX 950. Target the cutoff filter. Let's go and just open this envelope so we can see what's happening. One shot. Nice. Make it way quicker so it's like, whoa, 16. Now we can see what's going on. Yeah, I'm almost like wanting to go. Start a little bit lower. That's cool. Okay, so we've come all the way. Now, this is what it was like before I processed it. It's got a bit of like a squeak at the start. Maybe if I put the... Yeah, so it was doing that weird thing with filters where if you move from like a high... Move the cutoff really quickly on a filter, it creates like a really quick sweep. But I can clean that up by just putting the reset command a line before my note. I like it. Let's have a little listen in context. It's too loud, I'll tell you that. Oh, it actually phased between them too. I've never had a boss mixer and never used it. I should make it a word. Yeah, it's got really crazy distortion. I cannot show you on the stream because I might blow everyone's ears off. But when you drive the overload, the overload of the box to the max level, it sounds like a steam engine, and it starts hissing at you and like barking and making all these wild noises, which is quite distressing, but also kind of cool at the same time. It feels like it's about to explode. It's only a small little mixer, but it's pretty deadly actually, and it's really crunchy. I've never used one of the Mackies, but I had one of these near me, and I'm very happy with it. I love processing. What I do with this all the time, which I could probably show you here actually. Maybe this would be a really good point if we're going to get into some wild processing. Oh, I like that. Oh, it just wants to cut on the last command, doesn't it? Cool, let's do that. And then we're in. Boom. Yeah, so let's maybe get the emu up and let's come back down here. Because we're just having a good old fucking session on a Saturday. make sure we can see everything going on. Nothing to do with the subject of the live. I would like to see how you understanding by Tango. Yeah, I think, is that the one that's like all drum breaks? Is it just like a drums? I feel like I was listening to it quite recently because it's like a masterpiece in drum break, like breakbeat science. So I think I would love to do stuff like that. I'm always trying to find like the best people to do my breakdowns on. There's another guy I really want to do called Sochi. I can't remember what it is. It's called Zumo Jungle, I think it is. Sumo Jungle. Let's have a look. Sumo Jungle. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the best. Okay, so yeah, look, this tune. I always thought this guy would be really cool to do like a breakdown on. It's such unique jungle. It's so groovy as well. Yeah, it's such a Terrain. Yeah, that's the one. I love this tune. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? And I feel like people would love it. No one's even thought about attempting to do it. So I probably have that lined up as my next one. Because I guess this is one of those ones that I really love the tune as well. And so I think you can give it like a good, you know, you feel passionate about it and invested in the topic. So yeah, this is a crazy tune. So maybe that will be the next one, but I would love to do what was that other one? Tango. If I just keep this playing, I can copy it from the chat actually. Oh, I swapped. Yeah, here we go. This one. Cheers, Cameron. Oh, no U-turn. Yeah, a couple of people have suggested that to me as well. It's in my list. Have a list of artist breakdowns. I wonder if I can open it in my other window and then I can have a look. I can find it for you. While we're having a little intermission session. Upcoming tutorials on it. Yeah, this tune's good, isn't it? Okay, yeah. So this is what I've got. Oh, let's have a little.
Understand.
Yeah, it's just all mad breaks, this tune. I've definitely listened to this all the way before. The one thing I do think about tracks like this is like he's got such a good snare, like amen tone there. And it's really hard when you make a tune like in Renoise or in Ableton or something to just get this like tone where you can just roll your amen and it doesn't sound too computerized and too boring. And because like the programming's obviously amazing, but I think it's the kind of way that amen is been processed, and like all of that stuff makes such a difference. Like just rolling an amen out of the EMI or the Akai gives you a lot of this kind of that sound of like where it doesn't sound too robotic, that you feel you need to add all these things. Yeah, so this is my list of my artist breakdowns that I'm thinking about doing. I've done Dillinger now, so I can tick that one off. Yeah, this is a sick tune. Problem is, I've now got to switch back to my one in a second, so it's going to really highlight where I need to go in mine. Okay, maybe that's a good time to bring it back and come into my amen tone's not so terrible compared to that. My bass is lacking in this tune. Yeah, that's the switch. I wonder. So let's do maybe even just for this bit, so I can keep a bit of energy for when I go and do some fun bass stuff in a minute. RX 950. I love this plugin. It's so simple to filter stuff with. Got it on the wrong track. Let's go this one. Those break swapping really makes it work. And the kick layers a bit random. I almost would. I'll tell you what I could do here is to make this a bit better, because I think if I listen to that over and over again, I'm going to lose my mind. Is like bring these layers in and flip out of this one in these sections. Here and here. And bring this one down. I try not to get to my head about sound design and that of the older tracks, but like you point out, it's really apparent that in the correct track. Yeah, I always find with like there's the source direct tracks or Photech tracks, it's like the processing is so important. When you listen to a raw amen to where they have, and like how the way their snares are cracking, there's a lot going on. It doesn't mean they've done huge amounts of like compression and parallel whatever saturation things. They are doing something that's making it sound really good, whether it's just like basic EQing or it's just having a good ear. Okay, this is a bit of a cooler section now. So let's bring this. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get the tone right. But like this is a good example, this tune, where I have a way better tone in my funk break, which I processed really well. I took more time kind of doing that, whereas the amen I've like over saturated and compressed it, and it's a bit distorted, and I've lost a bit of transient definition, so it's kind of way less usable, and it just gets a bit jarring to listen to over and over again. Whereas this one sounded way better. That vocal's kind of cool. I almost need like a response to it. Yeah, RX 950 is the best plugin. I use it all the time. Let's go do something on the EMU, because I've got this all set up for a reason. And this can be, let's start with maybe an 808 bass. Let's go back to the beginning. 808 bass from over here somewhere. Where are my basses at? I just want like a kick bass. Yeah, here we go. 808 bass. So I just want maybe that one's cool. New sample. Oh, I hope this is going to work. Sometimes I have weird problems. Let's just arm it and go. Cool. Let's audition this. Keep it. Emu's coming out. Emu's coming out the live, which we want, don't we? Damn it. So I have this problem with my Emu where I have to reset my interface to make it work, but is it gonna just shit the whole thing up? Is the possibility. We can try though. It's weird. It's more like Logic does this to me. Okay, we'll try it. There's always something going on, isn't there? Let's go loop back. Have a bit of a system going on. Oh, I'll tell you what I could do though, is I could probably launch my my video, my most recent video, whilst we're doing this. I think it should be. Oh, it says I can't monetize it for some reason. Oh no, I've been copyright striked for the funky drummer. Oh no, this is the bane of my existence for anyone who's watching. When you get copyright strike for using a drum break, where you've like, I think I was just showing you some of the stuff I've shown in this video, and I've been copyright strike for it, and it means I have to go back and like find that bit, maybe put a pad over it, and then re-export the whole thing, re-upload it. Or I can try it, and you get these options to like go and contest it, but it's basically up to them whether or not they let you use the video or not, whether you can monetize it. So yeah, I'm in real trouble here. That's a disaster for me. It's just like another 2 or 3 hours work, which I was like so hyped to get this video up this evening, and it's 10 seconds of me playing the funky drummer, and I was fucking cranking it through the Akai as well, but that's what can you do. Sad times for me. So maybe this video will be coming out a little bit later than I thought. I'll still try and get it out today. So we see we can see action. So I can erase the whole, I can trim it out. Yeah, look, see, this is the problem. I've disputed these before, and sometimes they're nice, and I've definitely with my like Paradox ones and stuff, when they just let me use a few DB tunes, but then every now and again they don't let you do it as well. Dispute if you have the. I quite want to just dispute it and put the video up, and maybe we just be bold, you know. Okay. Do I do this on stream? Submit a dispute. Reason. What is the reason? Original content. Oh, fair use. I think it's fair use because this video is such a. It's just like a tutorial trying to help people out. I have significantly transformed the content of my video. The video is protected by fair use, fair dealings, or similar expectations. I think it should fall under fair use. And if not, I guess I just won't make anything from this video, which will be sad times. I believe my videos. Yeah, cool. Select type. Educational video. Hi there. Yeah, it is for education. The problem is I have links to like my Patreon in there, but I'm not even promoting sample packs or anything. The only thing I'm doing in this one is I have a Patreon link in the description. But apart from that, they should let me do it. So do you know what? Whilst we're doing this, let's go and get my favourite Chameleon tune on. What is it? I can never remember the name of it, but I use it in everything. Jungle. Not links. It's Close Your Eyes and Listen. This is probably my favourite drum bass tune of all time. I don't know what it is about this song, but every time I listen to it, I just think of chilling out on a beach and drinking a beer. It's also a good way to start like a set, especially for people who don't love drum and bass and jungle. If you play this, they're like, oh, that's actually quite a nice track, you know. Okay, let's do this. Hi there. Funky drummer, the break in this video. Video. having a bit of an intermission here while I just fix this so I can upload this video. I've used a clip of the break from this video. It's teaching people to connect old hardware samplers with modern. Oh yeah, the vocal on this tune is amazing. Section with the copyright. I'll show. I know. They catch the maddest things sometimes. I think I snuck like Lord of the Rings in once, and I had to put like wind noise and rustling, and I even like EQ'd the vocal of like Sam talking. And the video, I had the video all like warping. It's crazy. It's one of those things that just wastes so much time. And like, for instance, the Funky Drummer, they must have so many people in drum and bass always uploading tracks to it in. It must be a nightmare for them. But they still go through this process. In the section with the copyright break, I'm showing how you can distort sounds by driving them hard into the rec input of an old Apache S1000 hardware sampler. Okay, Apache in capitals. Thanks. That might have kicked me through. I've used a clip of the break from Funky Drum in this video. It's a purely educational video teaching people how to connect old hardware samples with modern computers. In the section with the copyright rating, I'm showing how you can distort sounds by driving hard into the rec input of an old Apache hardware sampler. I have a Patreon account where people support me to make videos like this, but I'm not advertising anything in this video or promoting anything. Cool. I'm not advertising anything or promoting any content. Cool. Not advertising or promoting any content. Thanks. Give them my name. Okay. Submit. My reasons don't explain it, I understand. Let's sign that off and get back to our life. Submit. There we go. Okay. So I've disputed that. Jungle dispute claim tutorial. Yeah, it is actually how to get your videos through, and then we can go. First, I've just got to make sure it's like come through in 4K. Is another thing I have to do. So I can go to my video here. Okay, so nice. I mean, this is the cool. All the chapters are coming. We're good to go. So we can go and publish, save and publish. Right. So that's online now. I may not make any money from it, but it's in there, so cool. Anyone can watch that from now, basically. So we I've reset my thing. Let's just kind of wind this down. Yeah, oh, it's just like this tune just goes and goes. It's one of the things you just sort of, when you listen to it as well, you forget you even listen to it and you just start thinking about things. Pondering the meaning of life, where we're going, how we got here, all those challenging questions we all face. Yeah, it's a banger. Right, we've got another hour really just to kind of hang out, and let's see if we just got the notification. Well, thank you for having your bell on for my videos. So we're going to make a bass. I tried to sample in an 808 into the EMU. So let's try that again. Manage, new. I might just force it. And hopefully this time. How can we see? Are we good enough to like see the screen? Does it want to be a bit closer maybe? Like there. That's a bit better, isn't it? Cool. Edit. So edit. Is this the right sample? Yeah. Why am I not hearing this? Because it's too low. Possibly. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. And that's coming. Let me just make sure that's coming up the stream. Yeah, we have bass. Nice. Let's go manage name and just call this bass 1. Bass 1. Naughty. And then utils copy and then bass 2. So we have a new sample on the bass, and I can go and gain it. Gain it up. Let's just go 10 dB for now. Maybe I'll turn echo off for the minute just because they get hot. I've taken the fans out of both of them. Oh, has it crashed on me? It looks like it might have crashed. Just give it a second to think about it. You do just run into like problems with these hardware samplers all the time. That's why resampling with them is kind of an easier method sometimes, because you get your stuff out and into the computer where it's safe. Obviously you can save on them as well. I think that's crashed. So it won't take a second to get back to where we were. No, it's alright. I just want a big, like, fat bass hit on this drop of this tune. That sounds pretty groovy, that beat though. Nice, into over here. Let's get this, force it. Yeah, bass, keep. Now, I think a better way to name these that I've realised people do that I always get wrong is to go and put the number like first, so that you go 1 and then you go bass. Cool, and then when you go copy to the second one, you only have to change that, and that's easier. Nice, now I can go edit, tools, gain, both sides. Let's gain it up. So hopefully we actually just get successful. Interesting. It does work when it does this. Maybe last time I just needed to leave it and be more patient. Oh, so how's everyone else's Saturdays going? This has been, I had quite a good little run of it. I like the song where it is. I just need to develop it a little bit more. So we're scanning FAT, but how long do you think we're going to be here scanning FAT for? Is the question. we're going to have to abandon the EMU bass section, possibly, which is a bit disappointing. We're all really excited about that. Okay, so if we can't do it in EMU, maybe I'll do it somewhere else. Maybe I'll do it in Siren now. I made a really good bass in my last track. I wonder if I can get it back. Samples. I tell you what, I can probably just do one from scratch in Siren because it is quite quick. And let's get it in here. So down. I was in B minor, was nice. So let's go filter on. And I always wanted to go and find exactly the bass I used in my last track. Oh yeah, cool. Bass came through. Thank God for that. Yo, back into the EMU. Okay, go away, Siren. We never wanted to use you anyway in the first place. Outputs. I go to MIDI 1. And now we can go. What I might do is copy this one again. Copy this to number 3. And in this one, let's go and aural exciter the hell out of it. Max aural excite, and with no tuning. I think the tuning is like focusing where the aural exciting is doing it. It better just do it this time. Yeah, cool. So you might not be. You can hear a little bit of fizz come through. If you do it twice, you get loads more. I'm glad at least the streaming's been working and like all the audio and stuff. Let's go again. You keep doing it until you bring up all this like sizzling, fizzling stuff at the top. There you go. That's coming out now. Maybe one more. Yeah. See, that's... It might be a little bit too much, that one, you know. We're going to go back to this one. And then we can layer this. So let's go for our normal bass. And it's weird that it's got like a delay on it almost. It has got delay on it. Why has it got a delay on it? Interesting. Keep source. It sounds like it's in a freaking reverb space. Where's my EMU track? It may be because on like the master channel I've got some effects, but they're not on. Weird. Very interesting. It sounds like it's in a reverb space, but I can't tell you why. The EMU is just coming out of this channel, and it's not going to any effects, and then it's just going out the main output, and then it's coming in here. Oh, we've really slowed down this whole thing, but oh, that's probably why. Weird. I wonder if I just create a new thing, because like when I audition in there, it's even sounding like it's in a reverb space. Something really odd's happening. It could be because of this. Is it like feeding it back on itself maybe? Oh, maybe because of like I want input monitoring to be off. Monitoring off. Maybe because the input monitoring was on. No. Jesus Christ alive. I'm going to have to abandon this part of the video. Maybe. unless I recorded it in originally, it sounds like it's got a ping pong. I know, but I swear, like, if I go and look at it in this section, that's coming through clean, right? So in presets, unless there's something in chords, it could be like the mod wheels turned up or something. But it actually sounds like it's going through like a plugin. But in the master effects, there's nothing on the wall. It's going through this, but it doesn't want to be. Yeah, so even though it's not sending to this, it seems to think it wants to send to this. Okay, what we can do, I'll tell you what we'll do, is we'll abandon that and we'll go and load one I was doing earlier. Lemon D. Let's load my Lemon D. Check the original sample waveform. Yeah, it was a weird problem that it was almost like it was going out one of the effects channels without me trying to send it, but maybe I had been sending it from the actual thing by mistake. So I've got these basses. If I come back to maybe like one of these. Okay, so back into Renoise now. And I've got to go MIDI output number 1 again. Whoa, that's nice and loud, isn't it? Okay, let's bring that down. Cool. So, hopefully that will be affecting. So one's really low. I'm hearing this one. I had this all set up in the last one, but I seem to have lost my position of what I was doing. Yeah, I think this was the good one, you know. Maybe it was like 4. Destroying the RAM bank. It sounds like a pinpoint. Yeah. It's whatever's happened. So these are the ones I made for that Dillinger project, which sound actually crazy. Gotta try and find that. Whoa. Let's get these levels right. It's got like a wow. It's hard to find the note. Yeah. So what I was doing was like smashing this as well into the boss. So I've got that coming out. Whoa. So you can see how mad this gets up here. So now I'm driving it back into this thing and that signal just goes crazy. Hold on, let me just get this set up so you can see what's happening. We've abandoned the real making of the tune. Oh, okay, there. That's pretty good, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah. Cool. So I've got the left and the right are not balanced, but you get all this, like, it just goes mental, this sound. In that distortion, it kind of just completely fucks it up in so many mad ways. Especially when you start, it sort of breathes like, and you don't always get good takes, but every now and again something crazy comes out. If I put on no pattern, See what I mean? This is probably hurting so I'm hitting it so hard on the overdrive. That's a good tone in it. Nearly a really good tone. Oh, maybe you see, like as I go less, it sorts to preserve the sound a bit better. Maybe that was the best take, that last one. Cool. So let's normalize this, but it really like breaks up the waveform. So I think I tried to explain it in my video on Dillinger, the way I just never been able to do this with a plugin where it breaks the sound up in the way that this Boss mixer does. So it's pretty cool like that, but I don't know what key this. Maybe there. Womp, 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 womp. Maybe we try and wob it. Yeah, so that little exploration was about half an hour till I got back into. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And with an LFO. Yeah, maybe we assign a frequency where we can go. Are you planning on doing any vids using Bitwig Jungle Combo? That match is just gone. I don't use Bitwig, so I don't actually know. It does look amazing. If I was going to start now, I would probably give Bitwig a go. One thing is I can put it on time and then go 0.25 maybe to 0.75. Might give me a... Nearly that. Little dread bass. Yeah, I don't know if I have a dread bass. Let's have a look. I think every time I've tried an idea someone has given me in this tutorial, it's gone pretty well. What the time you have the dread? Yo, I do have a dread bass. Okay, so let's go. That was actually kind of good at the end there, wasn't it? Maybe a little bit down. Yeah, okay, that's cool. What I could also do with this is use a Filter Freak on it. Filter Freak is such a good plugin. I can't even say how much I love it. As much as I love RX 950, Filter Freak is just a killer. With these, you open this tweak thing and you can drive. The fat one, they all sound good, these different things. I want to get the right sort of tone out of this. Yeah, it wants to be like that. So I've got to go and do that LFO trick again. Filter Freak, cut off, frequency, and bang the reset again. I do this one all the time and control it over 16 lines. Nice, and then so It's also, I think it's got a limit at the end of this filter freak, so it won't actually increase. Like, you can just smash it and it'll keep driving into the limiter at the end of it. That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Obviously that's maybe a little bit extreme. Good, I just have a one shot. Could be like on this. One thing is that needs to be like just a really slow one. That's giving it a bit of. Yeah, with these little ones like coming in again. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, that one. Taking up like a lot of space in this mix. I kind of want to get these breaks. Oh. Okay, let's get all the breaks in the thing. Let's get them setting a little bit. Front. It's a bit of a rolling section now. It sounds better with the brakes further out in front. Yeah, the brakes are tight. That's the best bit. The rest of it needs a lot of. I like letting it kind of roll every now and again. Let's go get a sample from somewhere. I tell you, the one thing about these bass sounds is they're almost taking up like too much. What the snare? Yeah, the snare. I could just process that in the Apache. It hasn't even got any EQ on it. So that's actually a really nice noise, but. It needs. I tell you what, it needs a bit of like fizz, doesn't it? I could. If I maybe put a shaper box in here, shaper box. It's just to make it cut through the mix, and then I can maybe make the bass a little bit. Oh, that's cool because it's going through all that filter. Now, white noise sounded interesting. What about? It's too high in it. The release needs to be longer. Yeah, okay. That might just, it's subtle, but in the track. Yeah, it does need a bit of space, but I don't know if I kind of want. I know what you're saying, that for the bass to cut through, you need to make space in the rest of the track, but it's quite sparse. The only thing, obviously if I took out the pads, I'd have loads of space in this. I guess in this, I could like cut some of the low frequencies out of the pads. Would make a little bit more space for everything. Have them like living. It's hard to, like sometimes you lose the energy if you kind of get rid of too many. So the this noise also in some ways, like it's a filthy noise. Maybe I just need to EQ it and just stop it being so super low. Maybe like some of that comes out and it's a bit more pronounced. So we lost a bit of power there though. I kind of like the vibe. I think one thing is I'm messing with bass in this tune. It's not really. I tell you what I could do, because I have these amen bits, and I'm chopping to the. What happens if I go like halfway through? It's too loud, that isn't it? But if I make a new amen track and then drag this one to the amen. Oh, hello, Matt. We haven't emailed for ages actually, but I hope you're well, mate. I'm trying to flex with this. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate the amen as well. Select the amen, send that to all these notes to this new amen, and then I can change this instrument to number 18 and make it real gated. Yeah. So it's really exposing how choppy. This to be, oh, it's being, why is it doing that? Because of the pitch envelope that I've got on it, which I can probably take off, and then maybe a bit too loud still. I want to get this tone right. Okay, get rid of, oh yeah, I'm in the wrong section. I'm in here. Maybe I could like frickin'. That's not bad, is it? Nice, better. Just getting all those breaks to roll together now. I've been making a new sample pack as well. I've been working on for ages and ages, which is slowly getting there, but it has some cool things in it. It's like little vocal stabs. These are cool. That will come in. Down here. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, like this. And this one. No. I like dum dum. Okay, let's maybe do like something over the top of this pad, because it could do with something like a lead sound. And basically my process for doing things like this is I just go and get a reverb, a delay, and an RX, and I do these kind of settings: dotted eighth note delay, pull up the high pass, that goes up a bit, and this is like the best template for just running sounds through. And then I like using WaveStation a lot. I also use Analog Lab a bit, and just come in here. I think I was in B minor, wasn't I? So I put my keyboard on B minor, and I'm really shit at playing keyboard, like terrible at it, but I can usually figure out little melodies and ideas, and that's how maybe I need to use a gain plugin as well, just to bring this up to like. That was nice, that. So one thing about this is I want to be able to play it higher, but I can't in this. I'm not very good in this key because I don't really ever play in B minor very much. So I want to try and figure something else. Interesting. Usually you can. Okay. I wonder if I can like transpose. It's a bit spooky. I want to be. That's a nice patch, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, not that, but the first one was good. That's something. Wrong thing. Almost wants to be like louder again. It wants to shimmer. Maybe it wants to shimmer as well. Cool. So is this something? Building up with this thing. Now what I often do, which maybe is a little bit mad, but I just resample everything. So I'll put this on pattern mode and play this. Let it sort of play all the way through. Let the tail die. Stop it. Yeah, definitely wants to be sparkly. I tell you one thing I'll do, but I'm just going to show you this little workflow thing, and then I just go resampled one, and I will just play this pad in now. I can usually you can kind of make it louder. I can silence that bit. So now I have it coming out of this resample bit, and I will just like get rid of the original lead. I think I've already deleted it. Maybe I've got that slightly in the wrong place. I could put that there and delete it. It wants to be like this. And I can process this again, and it's just like committing. I like that sound. Okay, next, and move onwards. So another really great plugin that I'm just going to throw at you for sound design stuff is Crystallizer, and there's this preset. I think I maybe made this one, but it might have been adapted from something. Is like the 5th a fifth above, fifth note delay. So it basically adds a fifth above in like a slightly after. So it's so cool, like that sounds amazing, but actually this is doing quite a lot. If I take this off, it gives it that like epic thing, and shimmer. So without these two, but really here I'm going through like a delay plugin and a reverb, probably in the wrong order, and then I'm going into another delay plugin, an experimental delay, and then a shimmer reverb. So there's no rules to this really, but it sounds great. So I just can't figure out the notes in this scale. So B minor, 2 1 2 2 1. Ah. I almost feel like the scale is, I'm playing in the slightly wrong key, just from the way those fifths are not working. This is giving me 100% B minor, but when I change, this is not going to be, this is E minor. Ah, I see. So I'm basically going B minor, and then the next line is E minor. I think I mentally thought I was doing that in the beginning, and I've just got lost in the... So when I'm in these sections, I can play an E minor. That's nice. That's cool, isn't it? I'm going to do something more with this instrument. Let me just bounce this one. I wonder if it'll have loads of tail. Yeah, so that's the one annoying thing, is when you render it just normally, I can't really use that. I have to do this like live recording thing, which is a little bit more tedious, but I quite like just committing to my ideas. E Aeolian scale. I think I'm in Aeolian, no? I'm in natural minor. Okay, I could have stopped it there. Yeah, for me, like, I'm obviously quite a terrible pianist, as you can probably tell, but I can I can sort of weave my way into finding nice things, and I'm a better sort of sound designer, and I really believe that having the nice sounds to begin with before you start playing is the most important thing, and then you only need to play like 2 notes and you come up with good ideas. So on this resampled, I can just go and create another one. Also maybe pan this. I could normalize this again. So this one. Yeah, I could. It would benefit from like a ping pong delay maybe to make it wide or something, that sound. It like that anyway, a bit loud, but it was cool. So I'm in this one. Whoa, sorry about that, sorry for all your ear holes. Scales off a fish, I know. This has got such a nice shimmery So I'm just using E and B, seems to be the only notes that are... like a vocal. It's almost like... Oh, that was not the right notes, but it was the right position. Maybe we go... Oh. See, that's C. I actually quite like that because it might sound good in this bit. Your YouTube content, as always, your top YouTube content as always. Thank you, my friend. I'm not sure if you're talking about the stream or my most recent video, but yeah, I've been quite enjoying actually this live stream. I was saying earlier, it's nice just to have a more chilled one where it's not so much pressure, and I can just show all my tricks and what I kind of get up to. And my general content on YouTube, yeah, thanks, man. I love it. It's like I put a lot of time into it, obviously, but I really enjoy making the videos and coming up with the ideas, and like it's a lot of behind the scenes. You know, the production side of it is probably the funnest part of the YouTube, just making music. I love it, but I spend about 80% of my time editing and doing all the other things you end up doing. But it's fun. Making music is like the dream, really. So if you can bring that into reality in any way, then we're kind of doing it. So I'm piecing together some little melodies here. We've got something coming together. Let's go back in the wave station. Isn't it? Not quite right. The right. It wants to be maybe offbeat. The miss is out tonight, so I think I'm gonna jungle up on the Triton. Nice, man. I've got the Triton plugin, but I've never used a real one, but would love to. Going. Yeah. Put the wave station on the drums MIDI for... interesting. We could try that. I wonder what would happen if I take this instrument home and I copy it to the lead track and then I just swap it in. This is what it sounds like. Can I pitch it up? Whoa, hold on. I don't know if like this bit sounds really cool to me. Like just that. That's a cool idea, isn't it? It is actually a really cool idea. I wonder if how often I can repeat this idea. Oh, something weird's happened there. Is it like because I've changed the key? So if I just freaking delete everything. I do like that sound, isn't it? I wonder if you could like bounce that into a new track and copy it and then pitch it. Nah, it's almost better. And then maybe I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and do it here. Yo, that's a good idea for a different section. Okay. And then what can I do with this break? I'll tell you what, one thing that's happening with this break is it's been pitched up. And I could swap it to a new version. Where is it being? Maybe it isn't being pitched up. But maybe I could pitch it up. I can't pitch it up because I'm playing it in long slices. But I could pitch it up if I reprogrammed it a little bit. Which is not the end of the world, potentially. If I just ping these in and then pitch it up, I think it might be cool. Got to see this idea out now we've started it. Right, up 2 more semitones. Oh, that sounds really cool. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, with the kick. What happens if you did 8 bars of drums with the last bar as the wave station? Interesting. Okay. Okay. This is going to have to come like this. Yo, this noise here sounds so killer, but it needed a delay. Maybe I just send it to a delay this time. Okay, we need a vocal. Let's go get a vocal because that will really make it all come together. I just know there was something. Maybe something like this. Works up there. I wasn't looking for a vocal, but I did find this chord. it worked up here, didn't it? It wants to be on that wave station instrument is the problem. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's got too much gain. Take the gains off, or down. With a filter, and then at least I can add this instrument in. Okay. With like release. Cool. That's not quite right, that's it. Oh, I'm getting some distortion. Yeah, there we go. So it's one semitone. Oh, it's hard to really tell. Let's go and just double check this. It was close. I know I should probably do things by ear, but sometimes I just want to... So it's just saying B flat minor. This one. It kind of is as well, but it also might be an E flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Might be 7 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down an octave. Ooh. Okay, so that's like smooth as anything. Yeah, if that comes at the end, that's such a nice sound. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go get another sound. I don't know if like... Maybe? If I also... The thing about having this amazing... If I just play stuff on this channel now, almost anything will sound good when you've made a chain like this. So what was it? B flat minor. D minor. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 down. And then... That's playing it. That's cool. That's cool up an octave. So let's just work on this little idea. Oh. It's saying it's F. So confusing. Oh, it's because I've got the scale thing locked on. That's why. It's kind of in the same realm. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, Pizza Hotline. I follow him on Instagram. Obviously, I made a video about him as well. Well, one of his tunes, Level Select, which is such a banger. But he hits a really good subgenre in like atmospheric jungle, which obviously has lots of appeal to people because he does really well. He plays at lots of festivals, and he's got a really good style. Very talented. I really want a vocal to make this like feel like it's alive. I think it's just the one. I had a vocal before. I wonder if I can pitch that. Yeah, there you go. That'll work. Okay, cool. We can get rid of this one then. Nice. All my cooking spices organised as nice as your samples. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I've spent my life organising this sample library. It's kind of rolling the tune a bit now though. Yeah, it's getting there. I can cook a little bit. I cook for my girlfriend a lot of time, but I'm more passionate about the music, I think, especially about the sample library managing. So it gets a little bit repetitive. I wonder if I could go and pitch this like down an octave for these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to play like a melody, just a few notes here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe, I don't know what. That was cool. And then I can go down and like match these. Maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maybe. Maybe all of this can go down an octave. Annoying. So these go from C to F, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. So I need to go 7 down. If I do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. 5. Okay, so it's just so it sounded really cool, this bit. So maybe I can delete some of these extra notes as well. Yeah, let's delete it. It almost starts distorting. I think that's maybe the groove is more like. And then can I piece in these? Can you snap the actual keyboard and MIDI keyboard to a scale in Renoise? I know there's a panel near the top section of the scale. You can do, yeah, you can do this thing, but I think it doesn't like, you can't map them all to the white notes. But so it will do the same as what my keyboard does, where it will like play the nearest note in your scale. The one app I know that does do that is called Scaler, where you can map everything to the white notes. So if you just learn to play an A minor, you can kind of transpose everything to play in the white notes, which makes things way easier. Because sometimes when you're playing a key you're not very used to, it's hard to actually know where to go. I wonder if I can play this one up an octave. Are we down? That's nice. Nah. play a Randall scale. I don't know what a Randall scale is, but R.I.P. Randall for sure. I think I've seen him a few times play, and he's such a don. So many, like Conrad, MC Fats, Marcus Intellects were all my favourite MCs and producers. It was literally like all the best people. So it's real sad actually when they're already young as well when they die. So it's kind of heartbreaking, but. So we have this section, which is coming along. Yeah, Skibbity as well. Shit, man. There was another version of that thing up here as well, wasn't there, that I needed to colour a different colour. Oh, I like that flip, you know. Okay, I'll tell you what, it needs way more space, so I need to get rid of this. I wonder if it wants to be, if this needs more space as well. It's so repetitive, it's annoying. This is nearly there, it just wants like... Oh yeah, Marcus Intellect was just like unreal. Comparable only maybe to someone like Calibre, and I know they made lots of tunes together. But they just had such a knack for it. Like, I feel we're all very similar. Even like the project I've been making today, where you go down so many different avenues in your head of like trying to make songs, and you end up making like 6 tracks in 32 bar patterns or whatever it is. Whereas it's such an art to be able to like really focus in on one idea and just even if it's minimal, kind of keep that interesting. And yeah, amazing producers really. A lot of it's just still throwing paint at the wall though, and eventually a good idea comes out somewhere. But this is nearly me wrapping up actually. I said I'd go till 6:30, so thank you everyone who has stuck with me on the stream. I've been done a bit of rambling, a bit of messing with Akai and Emu, and yeah, I've had some fun actually. Just kind of chilling out on the stream. I'm definitely going to do more of these, maybe at least once a month or something, when I find a bit of free time, just hopping on, jamming out and making tunes. So thank you very much everyone that's kind of stuck with me in this. We've got good breaks, which is always the most important thing, I think. And we have some good dub effects actually at the start when I was messing with these kind of patterns. I make a little arrangement. Hey, no worries, Matt. Thank you for stopping by, man. I'll catch up soon. So it almost wants to go from there all the way down here, I think. No. All the way down here. So it's like these two. Okay, let's see if it even works. Well, what we've done in this arrangement. So I have these two patterns, and then comes here. Yeah, so this first idea is cool. It's quite atmospheric jungle. That's because that's still playing out of that. Kind of hype. So I think you would play 2 of these. Yeah. I just want that to, that's the main theme of this. That's too loud, isn't it? Is that this one? Yeah, okay. Maybe if I just turn this down a little bit. -3. It wants almost to be like softer. Not that soft though. It's starting to sound a bit good in this last like 5 minutes. Maybe there. This is the only one sounding a little bit of that one though. Nice. And then the flip comes in. Hit one of those riffs to a really long reverse reverb so it builds back into it as well. Yeah, we could do a. I tell you, you could do a long reverb here. Have these reverb snares I made right at the beginning. Reverb snare here. So I could use one of these definitely in this section. Let's just cut it from here maybe. Bounce down. Flip it. Reverse it. If I open the effects column for this actual thing. Hey. Like S20. Yeah, I tell you what I do all the time for maybe one really sweet trick, which is so easy, is I get basically the same cymbal I use in every single track, and if I put this, I'll create a new track here for the cymbal. So this cymbal is a great cymbal because it's a little bit dirty and it just seems to fit in everything. So using dotted eighth note on a cymbal is great. But whenever you have a cymbal, you obviously have these points where you want crashes, but all the other points doing, like for instance here, maybe at this point, doing a reverse cymbal, maybe starting at halfway through. Yeah, it just wants to be a really quick thing, and then I could use the fade out command like OA. Yeah, so subtle like this. There you go. And so now I have this forwards crash. Where am I? I'm in here, and I will color them differently, and then just all the time you have the kind of accentuation. You have this lovely little reverse. It always sounds so good, the reverse dotted eighth note. It's good for like keeping a bit of energy going without having to have like another crash. So it would be like, almost I want to bring back a bit of amen stuff. Where was that amen in the beginning? Is this all that's left of it now? Oh, here's some of it. Here's with some of the original other amen. Oh, I'm getting some major clashing. What I could do is maybe bring in that. I can't delete that yet, but I could put that in there. delete this. Number 9, make that all go to that instrument. Now we've got this full amen. Yeah, all those effects are nice. There's a weird something coming in here though. This was weird. It's good this. What's good is having like 2 different ideas like this, and then you have enough to build out a song. If you develop these 2 different things, you have like a sense of progression in the track. This might be it though for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna roll out with this little bit and then that will be that. Yeah, we got there in the end. I'd be very happy to continue making this track in another stream because it's good practice, you know. A lot of times you just sort of see people build the first hour of a song, and it's good to see how they kind of develop it from there. So maybe that'll be the next one. Maybe even tomorrow if I can find a couple of hours to hop on again, because it's been a blast. So yeah, thank you for sticking with me, and yeah, that might be that. So maybe I'll catch you tomorrow, but it will be, I'll try and stream as soon as I can and carry on this tune in the next one. So cheers everyone, see ya.